Today we're on board Carnival Mardi Gras, which is one of Carnival's largest ships, and we're going to be checking out all the entertainment on the ship. This is one of their largest ships, so we do have high expectations. So we're going to be checking out the ultimate playground, as well as the water slide area, as well as the massive casino, which is really big. And then we're also going to be checking out the entertainment on board, such as the variety shows, as well as the comedy shows, everything that the ship has to offer. We basically want to see within today's video if the entertainment on the Carnival Mardi Gras is good or can it be better. We started off our entertainment journey here at the center stage on the Mardi Gras. I do have to say this is a very beautiful center stage. However, you guys will see in this video, we absolutely hate it. I think it is horribly thought out and it just doesn't seat very many people and the viewings are really bad. But it is a very beautiful theater. We started off by checking out Marcus Anthony's variety show, which is a little bit of comedy, a little bit of live singing, a little bit of dancing. It was a really good time. So we just got out of the variety show with Marcus Anthony, and I do have to say it was a very fun show, and we learned what a dinky doo is. If you guys didn't know, it's when your stomach sticks out further than your dinky doo. Thanks to him. That was actually a fun show. It was pretty cool. I just do have to say though, the main stage, the center stage, is just not set up well. I know I've said that already before, but I'm just still sticking with it. It's just...
Still does have the better shows though.
Yeah, it does have the better shows. Definitely for sure. Better than the Mardi Gras Theater, but the setup is just a little eh. Anyways, we are going to be eating soon. If you guys, I know I've mentioned it before, if you guys have not checked out our full video of where we ate at every single restaurant on Mardi Gras, make sure you guys check it out. We are going to be eating at Sea Grill, but that's for a different video. After that, we're going to be checking out the Vegas
Residency. It's called
Vegas Residency. Yes. We're gonna go check that one out, which it looks fun because we saw them doing rehearsals for it and they do like spin stuff from the air. Acrobatics. So we'll be checking that out in a bit. The Vegas variety show is at the center stage. I do have to say this was probably my favorite show. It is a variety show that offers a little bit of magic as well as singing, dancing, and then they also have aerial acrobatics, which was super cool that they're dangling above the crowd and they're doing really cool tricks. I felt like I was at a Pink concert.
The next day.
We just got back from dinner right now. We actually went to dinner at the Cucina, which is the Italian restaurant, which we did have lunch there. If you guys have not checked out our video of we ate at every single restaurant on board the Mardi Gras, make sure you guys check it out because that's a really good video. And y'all, we literally ate at every single restaurant. Well, except for the $99 one. Because
no one wants to pay $99.
Yeah, no one wants to pay $99. And on top of that too, like you gotta dress fancy. And I feel like it's more of a date thing because you like go with the chef and you like learn how to cook and stuff. And honestly, y'all, why would I learn how to cook when there's Taco Bell out there? Like, why would I do that? You know what I'm saying?
You get to look around the ship behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes. Anyways, now we're going to be headed to the Mardi Gras party and the Voodoo Moon show. So hopefully that's good because I do have to be honest. So far, the entertainment has been kind of eh. It has definitely been better than Virgin, though, in my opinion.
I will say center stage. Anything that happens in the center stage, if you guys come on this cruise, go to that.
Well, it's cool, but it's a like huge inconvenience. The other night for the Vegas show, we did have to go super early because there's just no seating. Like, I just don't understand their whole layout of it. I do want to say, like, it does look very nice. It's 3 stories, and you think, oh my gosh, it's so big. But realistically, in that 3 stories, I would say only about 200 people can fit in there. Maybe 300, but I feel like that's really pushing it too. And on top of that too, there's not a lot of good viewing sites for these shows. So they just didn't really think it out very well. And their main theater, which is called the Mardi Gras Theater, is very small as well too.
Probably seats only 100 people.
And it's definitely more than 100. I would say 200 there. So
maybe
maybe
it's matter when there's 6,500 people on the damn ship.
Exactly, that's my point. Like, I just feel like if you have 6,500 people on here, then I feel like your stadium should at least hold like 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying?
Like the Royal Caribbean stadiums.
Yes, they're huge. Yes, they're so bomb. Anyway, so we're gonna go check out that show, and we'll let you guys know how it is. The Mardi Gras show is a fun, very interactive show. They go all throughout the ship through the French Quarter and they grab people to go along to the party. Now, I do have to say the one problem with this is it does draw a really big crowd because it then turns into the Voodoo Moon show. However, it is really fun and you do definitely feel like you are in New Orleans, but I would suggest getting to the center stage extremely early for seating because there is very limited seating. Just got out of the, what's it called, Voodoo Moon?
Voodoo Moon and the Mardi Gras celebration shows.
Yes, that was actually really fun, but
the Vegas
it wasn't as good as the Vegas show, yeah.
Yes, Vegas was better, but I mean, I like that they do something choreographed and people hang from the ceiling and whatnot.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So now we're headed
Deck
to the
11.
room. Now we just came back from the room and we're going to be headed to the late night comedy show, which is adults only, so hopefully that's good. So far the comedy has been pretty decent, except for the matinee one, which is the kids one. That has not been good, so hopefully the adult one's funny.
Comedy shows, double thumbs up.
Bam.
I felt some pesos. I took that shit, I threw it on a blackjack table. Yeah, and the dealer started dealing. I'm like, hey, whoa, man, you know those are pesos. He's like, I know you ain't gonna win anyway.
I do want to add to this video, at the punchliner, comedy can be a little inappropriate, so make sure you don't take your kids there. Also, try your hardest not to be offended because it is a comedy show. So Nate, what'd you think of the comedy?
Pretty good. I have always liked the comedy shows on Carnival for they're better than Royal Caribbean. But then again, I only saw like one comedy show on Royal Caribbean.
Better than Virgin too. Virgin was bad.
They didn't have it. I thought they didn't have it.
Well, he was a magician comedian.
Yeah. Anyways,
Here's pretty good.
Yeah, no.
Very adult friendly.
Yeah, very funny too. Don't bother doing the matinee ones. I did one of those before just because I was bored and it's terrible.
Yeah, if you're over 18, don't go to the kids ones.
Yeah, or in general, don't go to them. Go to the adult ones.
Yeah. The Bolt Ultimate Sea Coaster is the very first roller coaster at sea. This is really fun, but it is an additional $15, which is pretty pricey for a short ride. Also, there is a 300-pound weight limit, which you do have to weigh yourself in front of everybody, and the light will turn green if you're good to go, or it'll turn red if you do exceed the weight limit. Nate did struggle with this. However, he went to the gym for a few days and he was able to get on the roller coaster, and he really did like it. But $15 is really pricey for it. There is also a mini golf course, which is really cute. And then there is also a rope course, which does have zip lining, which is really scary. There is also a 300-pound weight limit for the rope course. Nate is on back right over here. You guys probably can't see him. He's probably blurred out. Right now, we actually just came from Rudy's, which, once again, that's in a separate video. But right now, we're going to be heading on over to We Are One, which is another show at the main stage. I do have to, or the center stage, I should say. I do have to say already, my dad went over there and he's like, nope, it's just insane. The show doesn't actually start for another 30 minutes. The other night, we did go to a different show. It was called, what was it called? The Voodoo Moon? Voodoo Moon. We were literally sitting there 1.5 hours early, and so was so many other people.
People not lined up, but already got seats like on decks 8 and 7.
Yes.
Probably 2-3 hours before it even started.
Literally, people sit there because there's just no seating at this stage. It's crazy.
One thing to add from Voodoo Moon the other day. These people went to the main dining, got their food, took it to go, and enjoyed a dinner and show. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that is pretty cool because there was where we were sitting, there was like a tabletop, so people were eating their dinner right there. It was like dinner and show, and that was pretty cool. But I do have to say, once again, I do apologize if it sounds like we are complaining once again about the center stage. It's just really poorly thought out, especially when the boat is at maximum capacity, because it legit, I want to say, cannot hold more than 300 people. It's really crazy. Like, you look at it and you think, oh my god, it's so big, and then you're like, wait, but it doesn't really sit anybody there. It's just kind of crazy to me. So we're gonna try our hardest to get some footage of the show, but one thing's for sure, there's absolutely no seating. So we're gonna try to stand and hopefully get some of the show, because this is actually one of the last entertainment pieces on the ship that we're gonna be going over. So we do hope that we can catch it to show you guys. So
see how that goes.
Yep, we'll
Being
see
all
right
packed.
now. We're gonna be packed like sardines at the center stage.
I'll just say like the 405 freeway, but all right.
The 405. On select nights of your cruise, there are parties at the pool deck, which is really fun and very interactive. Other nights, there is also movie nights here if you guys do want to catch a movie by the pool. As we mentioned before, the Carnival Mardi Gras Casino is absolutely massive. It is so big. Video does not do it justice. There are over 180 slot machines as well as 18 gaming tables. This is probably the biggest casino that we've ever seen on a ship. Then we headed to the Mardi Gras Theater. I do have to say this theater is very small, especially for such a massive ship. There is a maximum capacity of 6,500 passengers, so I do think the theater should be a little bit bigger. But we did check out the show. I believe it was called the Rockin' Revolution. It was pretty fun, but the viewing wasn't too good because the theater is just so small. We are back in the room after checking out the We Are One show. I do have to say, I don't think that was their best show. I like the Vegas one definitely better. That's actually been my favorite show so far. How about yours?
I like the Voodoo Moon one.
The Voodoo Moon. Yeah, that one was pretty cool. This one, I don't know, just wasn't my vibe.
There's a nice little story behind it.
Yeah. Overall, I do have to say the entertainment on board a Carnival cruise is actually pretty good. My problem specifically with the Mardi Gras is the theater setups. I feel like the main theater, which is called the Mardi Gras Theater, is very, very small, as well as the center stage. Y'all know I complained about it so many times. I just don't like the setup, and so did a lot of other people, because you just can't find a good viewing space, and there's not a lot of seats.
They made a huge ship, and yet not enough space.
Yeah, like if you look at a Royal Caribbean ship, you'll see how huge the theaters are, and they have multiple of them, and this just was not well thought out.
And we've been on other Carnival ships like where the main theater is like double stories and they have like the balcony and stuff, but they didn't think to do that on this. Their biggest boat.
It's a single story theater here, which is so weird. And then the 3-story one, it's like, oh, it sounds big, it's 3 stories, but it's really like no type of seating whatsoever.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is cool. It does look nice, but if the ship was only like 3,000 people, not 6,500 people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah. Overall, though, I do have to say the actual entertainment itself was pretty fun. I mean, you do got the water slides, you have the mini golf, you have the rope course, you have the bolt roller coaster, as well as shops, as well as, you know, bars, as well as the actual entertainment of the shows.
The bars too are actually pretty cool because they have specialty concoctions and all that stuff.
So overall, there is a lot of entertainment here on the Mardi Gras. I just would say they need a better layout. They need a bigger like stadium, because a lot of people obviously want to go to the shows.
They just need to make an icon on the seas, wonder the seas.
Yes. Anyway, so me personally, I would rate the entertainment overall. I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. How about you?
I'm going 8.5.
Oh.
Then again, I did the Bolt roller coaster and I did the rope course too. So
Oh yeah, and I
it
did
was
it.
a little more. The rope course gave me a panic attack though, because I did the little zipline portion.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for following us along on this journey. Make sure you guys give us a big thumbs up. We'd really appreciate that. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in our next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.